Hey, this is Alesha with Growing with Gonzo, and today we're not going to be working outside, we're going to be working inside on a project that I started last year or 2 years ago. In this room, there used to be carpet, and carpet is horrible with pets. So, what we've decided to do is we've removed all the carpet and we're doing polished concrete. So that's what we're doing here. We're gonna move all. We've got to take this bookshelf down. I've removed all the trim. Like I said, the carpet's been removed out of here. We're gonna move all the furniture, everything out so that we can sand and etch this slab. And then we have some eco-friendly stain that will show you that we're going to be using. So we're going to video this whole process and hopefully it turns out beautiful. Yep, that's right. All right, we're back and I have removed every piece of furniture that was in this room. We have our sander and our floor level. So now we're just going to wet sand this until it's a little bit more level, and then clean the floor with soap and water, clean up all the dust. We do have our respirators too, because you do not want to be breathing in the particles. And so after we clean it with soap and water, we'll show you the process and the that line of products that we use to etch the floor and then to stain it. Okay, so in this video, we have our sander that we rented from a local big box store, and what we're doing here is just I'm applying some water to the floor while Thomas is using the sander with the concrete. It's a special attachment that goes on the sander for concrete, and we're just moving it back and forth to get some of those areas up that were a little uneven, and then just kind of preparing the surface for our next step. So he does a couple passes, and then when he's done, I'll come through with the shop vac and suck up that water and any kind of debris that comes up from the sanding process. Once again, we do have on our respirators because you don't want to be breathing in the concrete particles. And then another thing is when we first did this, I put down a layer of self-leveler, which now that I look back, we really didn't have to use that on this particular section of floor. So when we go through the rest of the house, we won't even bother with self-leveler because most of our floors are really level. So that's all we're doing here, just going back and forth. It's kind of a dusty process, less dusty with the water. I think when we do it next time, I'll just use my pump garden sprayer. But when we come back, we'll show you our etching process. So we'll see you next time. All right, good afternoon. This is Gonzo with Growing with Gonzo, and we are back. We have finished sanding this room, and now all we need to do is we're going to clean it with like a soap solution and water, and we have a black scrubby pad on the buffer, and then we've got our shop vac. We're going to suck that water up, probably do it one more time with clear rinse water, and then we're going to get ready to etch. So here we are putting down that just a light soap and water solution on the floor, and then we're gonna run the sander over there. There is it's kind of a coarse black scrubbing pad. I think when we do this again, we'll use a finer scrubbing pad for the floor. But we laughed so hard during this process of cleaning this floor because we were both in the Army, and this brought back definitely some basic training memories of buffing using the floor buffer and buffing floors when we were in basic training. But yeah, we basically just go through this whole section, this whole floor, soap and water, and using the squeegee tool on the shop vac to get all of it up. And then we put down just clean water and then suction it back off. We do take a day in between, and we run the dehumidifier in there just to kind of make sure we got all the moisture up, because we wanted to get up early the next day and really get cracking on etching the floor and staining the floor. So when you join us the next time, we'll show you that process of etching and hopefully the staining and waxing that goes along. All right, well, thank you for watching, and we will see you the next time. Hey, this is Gonzo with Growing with Gonzo. This is day 3, and we have cleaned this floor with soap and water solution and then clean water. And now we are going to do a test patch with this etch, which is a safe alternative to muriatic acid, and it's made by Eco-Pro-Coat. So what I'm going to do is spray that square with the that test patch square with a little etch. And we'll find out how long we really need to keep it on. It can be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. So here we go. Oh, that foam. Supposed to see some foaming. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Okay. That's good. So you're supposed to see some foaming, which there's some white foaming there, which is good. I didn't see it on this test patch though, which makes me wonder if we need to go back through. Or maybe it just wasn't mixed well enough. All right, so we have our test patch done. It looks good, and we're just gonna go on, spray some etch in small sections, and we're gonna work it in with a deck scrubber, and then probably wait for between 5 to 15 minutes, and we'll come in, spray some water on here, suction it off with our shop vac.